Now is the time to get you the deletions that you've been waiting for. The government is shut down, and Q and I, we are here to explain how you can get the deletions that you've been hunting for while the government is shut down.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and this is my lovely co-host, Miss Tina Talks Credit. Welcome back to the channel, Miss Tina. Awesome. So, guys, like I said, this is going to be an interesting video because, as you may know, the government is shut down. So, with that being said, we're going to use this to our advantage. If you are watching this video a year from now, it might not work. So, you're going to want to watch this video now and take notes as much as possible because these tactics and these strategies might not work once the government fixed the shutdown. So let's dive straight in. Miss Tina made a video about this a couple days ago, and I just wanted to bring it to our bigger audience because this is brilliant. So I'm going to let Miss Tina take over. I'm gonna be in the shadows, and I'm going to give you guys synopsis on actually how to do it or a breakdown if I feel like I can bring some value. But for the most part, this is her strategy, this is her metric, and this is her video. So I'm gonna give you the floor, Miss Tina.
Hi guys. All right, so let's get into this and let's go more in depth than I did on my Tina Talks Credit video. Now, with the government being shut down or furloughed, that means that the IRS is furloughed right now. So about 87% of the IRS is just not operating now. So from a dispute standpoint now, when you dispute using identity theft, if you've experienced identity theft or any type of fraud, generally the credit bureaus will refer back to the IRS to verify your identity. Okay, being that the IRS is shut down, they cannot do that. So it's making it so much easier for you to get deletions even faster than it was 2 weeks ago when you have the FTC reports and things like that. Now that you don't have the FTC reports because you can't access the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission's website right now because they're shut down as well, you don't need it because they can't verify things. So it's really going dispute standpoint, it's going good. Now, some things might take a little bit longer because they are shut down and things are slow. Like, for instance, Q, and I know you probably ran into this problem with your business with the CFPB being partially shut down or very much understaffed. Things are running slow. It's like snail mail going through there and stuff. And that's just one thing, guys. Now, I don't know if you want to talk about that, Q, or you want me to keep rolling because I'm anxious to get to the whole student loan thing.
So when it comes to the CFPB, that is a government agency, and you got to keep in mind that the credit bureaus are not a government agency. They are their own private institution business. Yeah. They are not a government agency, but they use government agencies to verify everything. Now, as you may know, everything in your credit report has to be 100% verifiable, 100% accurate, 100% timely. So method of verification could be one of the strongest methods you can use during this time, just because the methods of verification when it pertains to the government is not moving or working to its full capacity. So as she was saying about the CFPB is one of them. The CFPB is a governing agency that governs the credit bureaus, and they already was like not moving at their full capacity when Elon Musk came in and basically laid a lot of the employees off. But right now is by far one of the fastest and the best times to put in your disputes because of the government agency. So yeah, absolutely.
Right, exactly. So that's good. Now about the student loans, guys, they are not going to be able to really verify those student loans. And I know that a lot of you got hit really hard over the last few months with student loan collections and all of a sudden 90-day lates appearing on your credit report, tanking your scores. Well, now is a good time. I'm saying if you have student loans that are in default, I would run and go ahead and start disputing ASAP, because it's never been a better time than this to actually dispute with the government, because the government is closed. And it does not matter that they are closed. They still have 30 days to respond to your claims. That law is still in effect. It doesn't matter how understaffed they are or whatever that issue is. I would go ahead and move forward with that. And also, if you run into trouble doing that, if they send back a verified letter and they haven't, sent you back information on how they verified you, you still still have your state attorneys general that you can file complaints with, which is actually a little bit more powerful than filing the complaint with the FTC. Okay, so don't forget about your state attorneys general. They can really help you out with that. Right. Yeah. And the other thing that I want to talk about is credit card issuers. So, for an example, if you have like a Chase Bank credit card that's been charged off on your credit report and it's stubborn, and you're trying to get it off your credit report because you need to do stuff, you can still escalate. Even though the CFPB is slow and FTC is closed, you can still escalate your disputes through Chase's, what do you call it? Lord, it's losing me. So yes, so if you have like a Chase Bank account that's in default or charged off on your account, you can still escalate those disputes by going to the compliance manager. Also, the office of the controller of currency. If there's anything that's inaccurately reported on your account that is tied to a actual bank, Chase, Capital One is now a bank, Credit One, any of those kind of companies, the office of the controller of currency is where you can go escalate your disputes to. Like you can escalate disputes to the CEO of these banks, all kinds of things. And also, if you had to go that far to escalate, I would do an intent to sue escalation and make sure, of course, like always, that you use all the Fair Credit Reporting Act violations that are there, all the things that we always talk about. So don't forget that compliance is still compliance. It's still concrete. It still needs to be compliant, even though the government is currently shut down. But now is a great time to get in there. Now, I want to share with you some of the government agencies that are still like partially operating. Now, from my list of research, I have the Office of Controller of the Currency. Now, this is where you will file complaints about national banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, Citibanks, and things like that. File them complaints. Like this is information that you can use even without the government being shut down. This is just good information, period. We use these tactics all the time, and we get good results from doing it. Now, next you have your Federal Reserve Consumer Help. Now, you can file a complaint with them. Their angle, they help handle complaints for banks supervised by the federal government. They are still open. Now, if you're having issues with Navy Federal or any type credit union, tools that you can use or authorities that you can go to besides FTC all the time. People wear FTC out. That's all you kind of hear, Q. And I'm like, well, that's not the only authority that we can go to. You just have to know which ones to go to for what specific account. Yeah. And do you have the FDIC, the Consumer Assistance Dispute with the FDIC? It's for insured banks and lenders. So if you have like a one-man account that's misreporting, like you can literally file complaints with them. You can even file complaints with the U.S. Postal Service for like the mail, like when they're sending you out bills for identity, and the account is like identity theft, that kind of thing. So yeah, you have lots of opportunities. There's lots of authorities that you can still use. So it's not over. Actually, for me, I think it's getting better.
Hey, if you are a person that's like looking to find like a uniform platform to do all this under, go to mycreditapprove.com.
Yeah.
It's the software that we use to basically get everything removed. If you are looking to do it yourself, go to mycreditapprove.com. Everything that we're talking, all the tutorials, all the guidelines will be there. If you want to like dispute on the government issue websites like the FDIC, like you just said, you have to actually go to the websites, but all that is in My Credit Approved. If you want a professional to do all of this for you, if you're just getting overloaded by this information, go to Tina Talks Credit YouTube channel and click in the description, set up a phone call and sign up with her services, guys. She is the best credit specialist in the country. She knows how to do this. She is literally the best, guys. If you want us to show you this step by step, type it in the comment section, step by step in the comment section, and we will give you a step-by-step tutorial, a universal method that you can use to get everything removed, leveraging the government being shut down. You're going to want to comment pretty fast because we don't know when they're going to resolve this. But even when they do resolve this, they're going to be so backdated when it comes to so much information that we're still going to have a little time to use this leverage for our advantage. So go to My Credit Approved if you want to do it yourself. If you want to hire a professional to go to Tina Talks Credit YouTube channel. And if you want us to show you a little more in-depth, step-by-step, go to the websites, show you the prompts to choose, show everything step-by-step. Type in step-by-step in the comment section. If you have any questions, go in the comment section as well.
Exactly. And I will be happy to go to all the websites and just put together a whole video to show you guys exactly how to file your complaints, and then show you exactly what to do with them, what letters to put with them, whatever it takes, guys. But now is the time. I mean, honestly, if I were you, I would just act fast now, because this is a good time for disputing. Even the first time the government shut down, we got deletions like literally like just hotcakes. It was going, and it was because of the shutdown. I mean, so same thing now. So guys, hurry up and do what you got to do. Stop waiting and just jump on it. Go ahead and start getting your credit right. Now is a good time to do so, and then we're here to help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So guys, leave it in the comment section any questions or concerns that you may have. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, guys, because that's how we're going to be able to get it out to the masses. Share it to anyone if you know anyone that need credit repair or want to take advantage of the government shutdown. Do you have anything else before we get out of here, Miss Tina?
No, guys, type step by step in the comments if you want us to elaborate further on this. We got you.
Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, take care of your credit. Take care of yourself. Credit Coach Q out. Peace.